Sub, how everybody doing? They tuned in for Kross TV Network. You know that's Kross with a K. Salute to everybody tuning in. Thank you for the love. Thank you everybody that tuned in right now. How everybody doing? I miss y'all. I know y'all miss me too. You know, thank you for everybody that was hitting me on the email or IG and everything like that, man. First of all, let me tell y'all that, my email for some reason once I changed my phone, I got a new phone or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So once I changed my phone, I couldn't get into my email account, I couldn't get into my Instagram, I couldn't get into my YouTube account. It was crazy. I was dealing with a lot, I was going through a lot. I'm gonna share that with y'all. You know what I mean? Basically, I want to just shout a couple of people out that I see right now. This Playful in the building, salute always, you know what I mean? And I like that picture also. I'm going to post that picture on my Instagram too that you got on your Instagram. RG Ascari, salute. You already know Ote Kate, Easy the Blazer, salute. Spank MG, salute all the time. Genesis Louise, you already know 183rd, salute. Philly D, 215, salute, you already know. Felisa Cortez, you already know, salute. Yeah. We in the building, Hit them likes. Yeah, basically, man, breaking my silence, right? First and foremost, man, I haven't even been on YouTube watching nothing. I've been a lot of, real busy about something. I had a real lot of things on my mind, that I had to deal with and had to decipher that I'm gonna share with y'all, some personal things, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know, number one is I know y'all all heard about, in the news and everything like that, right? About a guy, a young male on Tremont Avenue in the train station, approximately one something in the morning. 21-year-old black male was attacked by, an elderly man, with a hammer, and he was hit, in the under the armpit and hit in the face with a hammer, and then he was picked up and thrown on the train tracks, slammed into the train tracks on the top of, on his head. Through the grace of God, he was able to crawl out, and somebody was around and called ambulance for him. I know y'all all heard about that, Cuomo and everybody's talking about that. They, saying it's a hate crime, and they talking about laws, and everything like that. Well, that guy, that young male, that black male, that was my nephew. You know what I'm saying? That's my comrade, firstborn. My comrade that I speak about a lot, or I talk about. I spoke about him on one of my videos. I spoke about a dude named Light. That's my brother. I love him to death. It's a crazy situation because I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. And he called me, and you just hear the pain in him, and it's like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to hear that, to hear that type of pain, and then it's like, just thinking, what he's going through, then what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's baby boy. You know what I mean? And he ain't do nothing to deserve that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing to deserve that. And instead of the media and stuff like that, respecting, their privacy, and let them get their emotions intact and let them know what's going on, and figure things out, and and process everything. They come into their doors, and my man had to get out of work, and he got to sit there, you know and see his baby, like that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old he get, that's his baby. That's his firstborn. That's his June. That's his baby right there. And he told me something, he told me something that was real deep. He was like, "Yo, Mel, man." He said, "Yo, big bro." I was like, "Well, what, bro?" He was like, "Yo, man, police sitting there talking to me, trying to talk to me and ask me something. Like, he like, yo, I don't want to talk to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect and everything, but y'all sitting here talking about this and talking about that. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Your job ain't here right now. Let me deal with my son. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there watching, his blood on the pillow. He was like, yo, big bro, that's my blood. Every pint of blood he lose, that's my blood. And I was like, wow. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That was deep right there. I said, damn. I sat there, pardon my French, but I sat there and I thought about it. And he right. He right. That is his blood. You feel what I'm saying? That is his blood. So, you know, um, as all camaraderies, you tend to lean on each other. Y'all talk to each other about things you're going to get, get snips, advice or whatever. You know what I mean? And he's just one of them. So, it was just one of them things that it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, um, it's just one of them situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my baby right here. You heard my baby. You know what I'm saying? So when you thinking like that, it's like, I'm just glad that he's all right. You know what I'm saying? He's doing better. You know, my nephew home. You know what I mean? And stuff like that, man. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And just to add on to that, not to really desensitize that, I don't really want to really like go too far into it in that, because at the end of the day, my brother, that's he's going through it. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna watch this live. And I called them first, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm saying I'm gonna go live. I ain't been live in a while and I want to say some things, but eventually I'm gonna want to talk about it, because you know what I'm saying. He was like, "Nah, bro, go ahead and talk, whatever." But I don't want to, drag it out neither, because by him watching it, also he just gonna keep reliving this. You know what I'm saying? Reliving this with this process all over again. Even though he's doing it already on his own. So I don't want to, drag it really too long. You know what I'm saying on that. But I'm glad he's doing well. He's real strong, solid. And I'll make my way over there soon. You know what I'm saying? We already discussed that and everything like that. You know what I mean? But salute. Love y'all. And peace and blessings. You know what I'm saying? Um, I want to talk about something else, right? This is something that's been going on in my mind. So you know what I'm saying? I've been kind of like off behind what I'm about to share with y'all. It kind of like threw me off, and it happened twice. This happened twice. And wait till I tell y'all what I tell y'all. Let me say y'all gonna bug out by this, right? So this is one of the days. Now y'all know what I'm saying, I got a house out in PA and everything. You know what I'm saying? I just be in New York, working, whatever case, because it ain't really, but so much money out there, whatever. So a lot of people that's out there, they make their money out here and, go home either every day or like me during the weekend, or you know what I'm saying, whatever chance I get. So it's one of them days, I was at my house and I was laying in the bed. I was up for a while, flipping, watching, flipping TV, using remote control, flipping through the TV and everything. And my wife had woke up. We was chopping it up. She got up, ate, whatever, cleaned up, did what she did, whatever. And she got back in the bed with me. And she was like, yo, babe, I want to tell you something. So I'm like, what's up? What you want to tell me? You know what I'm saying? She was like, I had a dream, so me, I'm real big on dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like me, with the whole dream chasers thing, we all have dreams we want to accomplish and everything. So we always, take pride in our dreams. You know what I mean? But look at the flip side of that for a minute. What if your significant other have a dream and said that they dreamed that someone was trying to kill me? You know, when I was in prison, right? It was a lot of cats that I knew, knew and met, whatever, or got close with, throughout my bid. And they was like, they're telling me their stories on how they got locked up, right? So, you know, so they'll tell me how they got locked up. And they was like, yo, every time they got all of them said the same thing. They said this. It was one of them days that, you know, their wife just had bad vibes and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what, man? I don't want you doing this. Don't go nowhere. Don't do this and don't do that. You know what I mean? And they went against that and went outside and, you know, and everything like that. And at the end of the day, you know, they end up getting locked up. So they looking at it as, damn, if I'd have listened to my wife, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'd have did this. I probably wouldn't have went to jail. I wouldn't have did this. I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I brushed that off. You know what I mean? I brushed that off, you know, whatever. You know, we went home. You know, we stayed out and stayed in the house over the weekend. Came back to New York, you know. So the following weekend, we go back out to the house, you know. So we at the house, we chilling. I think I made a video that weekend also. Same scenario, we in the bed. Same scenario, it's like deja vu, but you know, it's a different way. And she was like, yo, babe. I was like, yo, what? What's up? She was like, I had that dream again. I said, what dream? She said, that's somebody trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, that's something that's something you don't take, you can't take lightly, you can't take for granted. You know what I'm saying? Um, of course, you know, you don't try to let that things like that consume you. You know, you always keep it pushing, you know what I mean? And you know, you gotta do what you do and go on with your everyday life, you know what I mean? And you know, growing up, you know what I'm saying? That's all I seen. I seen violence, I seen death, you know what I'm saying? You know, unfortunately, I was a major role in that, you know what I mean? So, you know, and honestly, it might sound funny for some people, but you know, I honestly think that if I wasn't in prison that long, you know, and at that young age, doing the things I'm doing and how wild I was, it was only a matter of time before somebody did ended up taking me. You know what I'm saying? So I understand and understand that, you know, God had a greater purpose for me. You know, that's why I'm still here. You know, that's why I survived, you know, over 25 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? That's why I survived multiple wars. That's why I survived, you know, a lot of things I seen, you know, doing all that box time, you know, and still having a peace of mind and sanity, you know, and understand the difference between right and righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of people be looking at me like, oh, I didn't even know you 44, Mel Kross. I thought you was like in your 30s. I thought you was 33, 34, somewhere around there. I didn't know you was 44. You know what I'm saying? Jail preserve you. I was like, well, you know, that's a cliche. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know, it kind of preserve you because you're not eating certain food. You're not eating a lot of fried foods. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're eating a lot of soybean and stuff like that, even though that stuff ain't really good for you. But it's also what you doing in there for yourself, you know what I'm saying? On how, you know, your appearance and everything gonna look, you know, your skin and everything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Self flow looking good, bro. What's going on? Thank you. Salute. Blaze Bliggs. Grim Waterhouse 2001. Grim Waterhouse 2001. In 2001, I was in Comstock. I was in a box. I was in upstate box. Then from upstate box, I went to Comstock. And I went from upstate box from 5 Point. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could understand, you know, I had a lot of, you know, I've been having a lot of things on my mind, and it ain't been consuming me to the point where, I'm walking around paranoid or anything like that. But it consumed me to the point where, like, when I'm trying to do like tedious little work, like edit my book and, do something work, or, you know what I'm saying, make a live. And with me, I don't just make a live and not discuss nothing, you know what I'm saying, where you can't get nothing out of it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I be needing content or thinking about, what I need, what message do I want to get across to my YouTube family, what it is that I want to say, what it is that I want to share, what type of feedback do I want to get back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always thinking about community building, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. You feel me? Do your own now, and God bless, and God has plans for you moving forward. Trust in Him. Thank you, Felisa Cortez. I appreciate that. I'm trying to embrace life, Seth. Yeah, I understand what you mean, though. Salute from the South X. Computer Love, salute. Don Jerry, salute. Salute my love in Moscow. Yo, salute to Moscow. You already know. Brimside Green, 2001, Waterhouse you was in. Salute. I'm from Eden Walk to the third. You already know. Free Dream Brim. That's a whole fact. Well, Free Dream. That's my boy right there, man. Thank you. Direction, wisdom, support, and love. Yeah, we gotta definitely stay up and stay strong behind all that. You know what I mean? But see, one of the reasons why I dwell on things because I try to understand. I go back in my life. I retrace steps and I go back to things. Leading to certain things and see where it's more of like of a spiritual thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Did I have karma that caused that? Every time, let me tell you something, right? Every time I wake up in the morning, I just lay there for a minute, right? And I think about all the dialogues, all the conversations I had, the people that I remember seeing, either walking by or even embracing them, especially the ones that I embraced or like I, gave that to or something like that in some type of way. I always retrace that and I retrace that because it might have been something I missed the day before. Peace, Kross, it's been a minute. Yeah, YB World Media, what's up, man? Salute. Brooklyn boy, what's up? 44, my boy. Got the fountain of youth. Yo, thank you. Salute, King. You already know, man. He would say, yes, being with an open mind. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just be trying to understand the dynamics because I know everything happened for a reason. Things don't just happen. You know what I mean? But I also know this, that greatness is destined, is greatness already, and it's just gonna keep growing. And I know that before after every blessing, there's a trial and tribulation, you know what I'm saying? And that trial and tribulation is the test of faith. Whatever it is that, we stand for, we're gonna make sure, we're gonna always make sure that we 10 toes down and we always stay firm. And once we stay, whatever it is that we want to stay firm for and stay 10 toes down for, let us know, what's important to us. It reminds us of what's important to us. You know what I'm saying? I am Ross Brand, love you too. Salute. Blaze Bills, Flash, bro. You positive and positive shall follow you for you. Yeah, that's a fact, man. One thing I noticed too, man, I be more at peace when I be home and at the crib because the simple fact is that ain't nothing around me but trees, deers. Like I said, I see the black bear. I wish I could have caught it before it ran out the yard. Whatever, black bear. Might see little other things like that. Outside of that, you ain't really seeing nothing. So, nothing, everything around me is just positive energy. All that trees and everything, all that shit, all that is energy, you know what I'm saying? All that's energy and vibrations, man. Fact, bro, yeah. So what's going on? What's going on? Also, I want to say this, man. I did see something. I seen my brothers. I seen my brothers. CK, Killer Cab. So being them, they the turkey thing with street soldiers. They was out there giving out turkeys and everything in Brooklyn. Man, I think they was in Flatbush first, and then they went to Brownville and they was giving out turkeys. Man, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them for that. You know what I'm saying? That's grown. That's grown right there. You know what I mean? especially when you're in a position where you're able to do that, and then you give back. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a time when it's about family and family and just reuniting. To me, not to make it a racist thing or nothing like that, but everybody who knows, that was always an African American tradition in regards to Soul Food Sundays. Sundays we did that. You know what I'm saying? Sat down at the table and ate. Um, Even though we understand and know the true history of Thanksgiving and why Thanksgiving, the real reason why Thanksgiving exists to this day. You know what I mean? Big y'all, you have reminded me cutting grass, raking flowers, cleaning the deck. Now snow coming. Good exercise. That's a fact, man. Make sure you take some vitamin. I mean, you take some protein and some creatine, man. Take your vitamins, man. You know what I mean? Salute to all them dudes. That was a blessing. Yeah, that's a fact. Pure love word, man. It's definitely. John Trevino was good, beloved. Tango the Dawn was good, bro. It's really hood, man. How everybody doing? How everybody been, man? What y'all been up to? Salute to your brothers, beloved. For you are their keeper. No doubt, Miss Playful. Thank you. I appreciate you always. You know that. You definitely know that. I gotta sit down and look and see what everybody else was doing. Oh yeah, by the way, man, I've been looking for another little gig because business is slow and trying to still get contracts, whatever. So I had got me a little construction gig and all that, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll be getting up in the morning doing that for a little while, you know what I'm saying? So grind don't stop, man. I just had to go do what I had to do, found another gig. You know what I'm saying? But I got something else coming in, so that'll be a little better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so just do it like that and just take it from there. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, always count blessings, man. It never stop, man. You know what I mean? Something else don't work out, go somewhere else. That don't work out, go somewhere else, man. You know what I mean? Eventually, something gonna progress, something gonna happen, and it did. You know what I mean? So on a positive note, that did happen. You know what I mean? Things mine show 3, but our screen won't show the ones. I have to thank you for hitting the like and asking others to hit the show support. So y'all saying you don't see none of that? Felicia Cortez? Truth overall trade school, homie. Yeah, nah, see, see what was about to come up right now. It's going to there's apprenticeship um class in plumbing about to come up. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna certify myself in there because then from there I can just open up some plumbing shit out there in PA or something like that. Excuse my language, I could, do certain things like that with when you got skills like that. See, the thing about the difference between just going to a regular trade school and then doing an apprenticeship is that the apprenticeship you get paid for your training and then they send you on sites for your own site training. You know what I'm saying? So Mel, man, good to see you, big homie. Keep that positive energy, and energy will work for the best. You already know, salute, Mel, man, word of mother. True for all, for sure. Apprenticeship is better. Yeah, that's a fact. And you'll be a part of the union. You know what I'm saying? A trade school is not going to guarantee that you'll be a part of the union. You know what I mean? So we got to always keep that in mind. See 3 others, but who hit after them is sort of remember. Okay, that like, yeah, yeah. So that was definitely a good thing, man. But you know what I noticed though, man, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. This is the other thing that kind of been really in my mind a lot too. I want to share with y'all also. What I realized when I was doing that little quick job search and everything like that, what I realized was that how much as a people that we really don't have. First of all, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? All the peoples on this planet, you know what I'm saying? We all human beings, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all one. As babies, when you see other babies cry, you cry with that baby. You don't recognize or identify or don't understand or have no concept of race or nationality. You see that's another human being, and you feeling that pain for that individual. You know what I mean? So so salute to everybody. But it's just crazy how you can go from you could be in one community and go on a strip from blocks to blocks to blocks to blocks to blocks, stores on top of stores. Like all through Washington Heights, Inwood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people coming out here to grind. They came here from third world countries, man, with a goal, with ambition. You know what I'm saying? And they'll find anything they can do and hustle. And salute to them. But those that's been here, you know, instead of just be driving for the streets and everything, man, it'd be good to get some skill, man. Think about owning some businesses, man, a laundromat, 99-cent store, clothing store, things like that, man. So that way when your kid grow older, they could take over your business, they could do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And also, I also realized too that you can't really do it to yourself, man. You can't do everything yourself, man. You need a little team and all that. And that's another thing that's taking the process up. You know what I mean? With things I'm trying to accomplish. So, but when you got mortgage, you got, what I'm saying, a whole bunch of other bills and everything, man, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? That's right. Let's talk about it. Shout out, salute. Yeah. Unapologetic black. Yeah, salute, brother Kross. Salute. You already know. Let's talk about it. Salute, beloved. It just pains me because, when you go to construction, you know what I'm saying, you got the pretty much there's a Caucasian, dominate that field. And and like the a lot of the government, spots and everything like that, whatever. And then it's crazy because then you could go on every corner, pretty much in every neighborhood, you're gonna always see a bodega, you're gonna always see that, you're gonna always see that. And now I remember back in the days growing up, I used to see a lot of soul food spots, like way before Sylvia's, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Sylvia's, may she rest in peace also, but salute to the franchise. You see a lot of Caribbean restaurants, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a fiend for some jerk chicken. I love jerk chicken. I love my rice and peas and I love my yams, you know what I'm saying? And I love my oxtail and I love my mac and cheese, but I made a joke out of that, but what I'm saying is that when I was growing up, it was a lot of soul food restaurants also. A lot of Caribbean spots, they say, Caribbean and African American, but it's not, it's really like it's not like you know what I mean? I'm never gonna stop buying from none of them Caribbean spots. I love those spots. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm saying. But the point what I'm making is that, the goal ain't just to get money, buy clothes, floss, and do this, man. We gotta think about our kids' future and, you know, um and making it easier for them. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was doing delivery at these rich people house, and the kid was like about 9, 10 years old, and they had a teacher in there teaching that child stocks, and that blew my mind. He was teaching them stocks. You know what I'm saying? And I know growing up, I wasn't thinking on that level. Nobody around me was thinking on that level. You know what I'm saying? So, that proper preparation and, when it's time for them to get employed, all right, you can start having them work whenever they want to work. They could work right for you inside your store, whatever businesses you got and everything like that, and set them straight. You know what I mean? I kind of felt it, man. It was kind of a little difficult and it was kind of surprising for me. But at the end, again, it wasn't because of my background and, I guess just my natural aura, you know what I mean? But And it's just that's just what it is, man. Somebody said, Fun Zone said African Americans gotta worry about us and stop thinking other races with us. I mean, that's from a nationalist aspect. But I do feel that, what I'm saying, a family must work it out amongst themselves, what I'm saying, first and foremost. That's not being racist or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that goes for every race, you know what I mean? They have that right. We come from working hard and save, but others cheat investments in community. Yeah, that's right, man, because, a lot of us, even a lot of youth, man, we thinking about the wrong things and worrying about these little blocks, man, while people's around us owning the buildings we live in. You know, there's a lot of opportunity. Anybody could own a building. Everybody could do this. This is why I'm bringing that to forth, man. Like, we got to start training ourselves to think a little different. You know what I mean? Bless Ab TV said Jews own everything upstate. They own it out down here too, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You go through Brooklyn, man. Oh my God, man. They got their own hospitals, synagogues. They got, yo, man. Them people doing their thing, man. They doing their numbers, man. Tony Stark, we gotta think further than what we are thinking. Yeah, we gotta think outside the box, man. See, a lot of us also too, man. In our defense, a lot of us come from you know, broken home family, and what I mean by broken home family, you know, growing up, my children didn't have me. They didn't have me. I was in jail, what I'm saying, a little over 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So, their mother had to raise them, had to care for them, to do everything on her own. You know what I'm saying? When the third eye open, depression starts to kick in. You know what I'm saying? She had to fend for them and everything, and then she had to teach my little stepson. She had to teach him how to be a man and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? She had to do, she had to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm saying, outside my presence, I could do but so much through letters and visits. You know what I'm saying? And when I went up north, I was getting little conjugal visits for a little while. You know, which cross rule, you already know. Tyler Gordon, salute. You already know. Which cross, you already know, man. Kenneth Walker is just before you can help someone else to get their person in the right place first. That's correct. Salute, Claudia. I meant 420. Salute, Lucifer Brim 59. Blessing, Big Hat. You already know. Salute, okay? From love. Yeah, man. That's all, man. We gotta start thinking long range. While we thinking about, cars, and we thinking about our gear and, things like that, man. These people's thinking for generations. They certain goals involve generational goals. You know what I'm saying? Where they leaving a whole different type of legacy around. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's what a lot of people is coming over here for the opportunity. Is basically what I'm saying. So it's your duty to also take advantage of the opportunity we have too, and don't just limit it to street things, or street life, or think that, you know what I'm saying? I always think outside the box, man. We can't limit. Remember, we limited ourselves, man, on a lot of things. You know what I mean? Now I don't speak for every Jewish person. You know what I'm saying? You got some Jews that's not doing good or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they do. Say they are in good places. I'm saying they own a lot of things. They have their own hospitals, and churches and stuff like that. And that's real big. That's big right there, man. Oh, okay. Oh, my back shattered. Who loves said we must go over Trump, but we must speak of the deed. Yeah, you already know, man. Yo, man, I miss y'all, man. I definitely thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all so much. I don't know, man. Like I always tell y'all, man. A lot of time when I be vibing with y'all, I like to do lives a lot because you know what I'm saying. Y'all who I talk to, y'all who I turn to. Besides, a couple of people, in my corners. You know what I'm saying. That I keep in the background. You know what I mean. But guys have to govern themselves. That's right. We definitely got to govern ourselves. But in order to govern ourselves, we got to love each other. We got to appreciate each other, man. We don't support each other endeavors or nothing like that, man. If we throw out clothing lines, so forth and so on, you know what I'm saying, or we try to raise events, or we do this and do that, you know what I'm saying, we don't really support each other like that. We don't even support each other, our music. We don't really support each other like that, you know. Kenneth Walker, salute. Fast TV, that's right. Real versus fake all day. Shanty begins at home, Kross. That's the whole fact. That's the whole fact, man. Divided, we stand by, we fall, big dog. That's the whole fact, man. But it's so many things, it's so many barriers that us we gotta get through psychologically, man. Because we definitely let, you know, um, this not our way of life that life that we was taught. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully somewhere we can either get to the roots or get to where they would have been if they were still here. For lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Two-way Brooklyn, pay attention to your wife's dreams and yours, as I'm sure you do. But I say tighten your circle and remember danger lurks nearest to us most times and it fools us with smiles and hugs. Yo, two-way Brooklyn, man, yo, you hit it right on the nose, man. Salute, man. I was dead right on the nose, man. Salute to you, peace, king or queen. Let me see, I don't know if you're a female or not, but no disrespect, but peace. Spiritual morals principles, no doubt. Ricky Sherrod, salute OG checking in from Memphis, Tennessee. Yo, salute to Memphis. Detroit, thank you, Detroit. Salute to Detroit, thank you, Detroit. Blessing to you, big bro. Thanks for setting examples. Blessing to everybody in the chat. Yo, Detroit, thank you. Detroit, send the salutes to everybody. Salute to Detroit. Thank you, Detroit. Peace. All right, two-way Brooklyn. You all right? All right. Salute, King. Salute. Wow, man, definitely appreciate the love. I'm saying, hope y'all definitely feeling the vibe and enjoying the chat, man. But I just had to just get that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely had to, get that. It's still gonna be in my mind, but I feel a little lot better, man. Thanks for everybody was tuning in. I appreciate that. Thank you for being there. You know what I mean? And as you know, I always gonna give you something that shall come off from. You already know. Imperial Flat East Flatbush, salute to East Flatbush, Blue Waters. Hey, what's up? Blast Ave TV, East Tremont, Bronx. Love you, bro. You already know, man. Salute to East Tremont, BX all day. You already know. You know how we do, man. PG, I've been with you since y'all Queen Flip profile. Reggie Miller, thank you. I appreciate your love and support. Love, you know what I'm saying? I love your loyalty. Thank you. Please, please. Boogie G, salute Detroit. Salute to Detroit. You already know. Luther for 5'9", keep your head tight, homie. Gotta run son to the hospital. You already know, you too, man. Keep your head tight, bro. Detroit, respect, love y'all. No doubt, Detroit, love you too, man. Salute. Chris Black, Queens. Salute the Queens also, you know what I mean? I know some of y'all gotta go to work and everything, man. Much love from you already know. Oh, 220, yeah, you already know. Red Cloud, yo, that's crazy. 225. That's why I used to live at. My father used to live in 225. 5'5", Nicole and all them Collins, Johnsons and all that. That's the whole fact. It's right there on 163rd. That's right. All day, you know what I mean? Watson Ave, salute. That's right. Salute all hoods, man. Salute all boroughs, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute all cities, man. Salute to all of y'all. know it's getting kind of late though, man. Know y'all, you know what I'm saying, tuned in, but thank y'all for sending y'all well wishes, you know, to my nephew for that tragedy that happened to him, you know, when you know, those that wasn't tuning in, you know, my nephew was the one that happened to on, you know, Tremont train station, D train in Tremont and in the Grand Concourse in Mount Hope section. You know, when dude, you know, hit him with a hammer and slammed him on the train track, you know, threw him on the train tracks on his head and everything like that, man. You know, thank you for y'all support and y'all, you know, well wishes and your prayers and everything like that. You know, and thank you for the positive energy. You know what I'm saying? There was no trolls in here, nothing like that. So it just showed that everybody was in here genuinely miss me as I genuinely miss y'all. And you know, y'all always my family, you know what I mean? And even thank you for giving me positive feedback also on the dreams that my mom that you know that my wife had and everything. You know what I mean? Say we always trace our dreams, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that our dreams that we chasing, man, are all good ones, the positive ones, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just crazy because the one that you with the most, you know, once you leave your mom, once you leave your house and you get a woman and y'all move in together and y'all build a family, you know what I'm saying? You get married and all that, you know, that person's with you more than anybody outside the people that you work around and whatever is how you get your bread. You know what I'm saying? So for that person to say that to me, you know, I never really talked to her about it again and nothing like that, but that's just something that's been on my mind constantly too. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, we here. We ain't here, you know what I'm saying? We here to enjoy our lives and be out here and living our lives to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? Living our best life. You know how that do. But with that, man, like I always say, man, if it ain't grown, leave it alone. Salute, thank for everybody tuning the Kross TV network. You know that's Kross with a K. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Have a blessed night. I'm saying wake up. Let's go get that bag, get that money. You know what I'm saying? One, stay safe, y'all. Peace.